So in this internship, students have to actually travel to Canada. There's a good stipend for students, and those students who after their internship want to go to Canada for their masters or PhD, they also get a fellowship from MITEX and they get some funding for that. So I suggest that students take a good amount of time to write essays in very concise and precise manner. And people who look for like their resume template is quite a bit different from ours. You have to also give your volunteering experience.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for such an amazing response to all the videos that you're showing. So in this video, I have brought to you a very underrated opportunity. Like people are not aware of this opportunity and how they can leverage the importance of this opportunity. So I'm talking about MITEX Global Link Research Internship. It's an internship program held in Canada, and you will be getting a complete 2 month sponsored trip to Canada as well as your stay there. Apart from that, you'll be getting a stipend and amazing research experience to work in your own field of interest. Maybe it is machine learning or anything else. So I'll be talking with Karen Pitawala in this video. She is currently a final year undergraduate at NMIMS University, Mumbai, and she cracked this internship last year. And we'll be talking with her regarding her experiences, what are some of the important things, how you should prepare her application, and the openings for this year are opening very soon. Like they'll start in the month of July end, and you will find the application process online for the batch of 22 and 23 this year. So if you're looking forward to have an international experience, that too fully sponsored, so this video is for you. Do check out the video till the end, and if you haven't already liked, shared, subscribe this channel, go ahead and do that. I generally bring content that is relevant to you and that is going to help you in some way or another. So consider subscribing this channel, like this video right now, and share it with your friends for more such amazing content. So much, Karen, for accepting the invitation and coming here for sharing your journey for MITAX Global Link Research Internship. Hey everyone, today I have with me Karen Pitawala. She's from NMIMS University and she has recently cracked one of the most prestigious internship that is known as MITAX Global Link Research Internship. So we'll talk with her regarding her entire experience, what were some of the phases of the application process, and how you can ace this opportunity if it comes next year. So we'll talk with her regarding the same, but before that, just have a brief introduction of Karen.
Hi everyone, I am Karen Pitawala. Right now I am the final year student at NMIMS University and I am pursuing Bachelor of Technology Honours degree in Computer Engineering.
Great. So, like before moving upon to the process of this internship, I would like to know more about your college life. Like you have been a part of clubs or societies, or like how your programming journey began.
Yes, so I am live in a residential campus of my university, and by that way, I get a lot of time to spend on my academics and build projects. Like I knew basic programming languages even before I started college. So I have a good project building experience, and then I further went on increasing my skills. I learned some even more advanced skills in college like IoT, cloud computing, data mining, and so on. And that also in my second year. So during my college life, I maintained a very good academic record and also built a lot of projects. And then what I did was that I was actively involved in clubs and society in my university. This gave me an experience of collaborating with other people and even leadership experience. So I became even core committee member in the Computer Society of India chapter of my university. So that's how I gained a lot of exposure to various activities which were happening in the university, and I also spent time in volunteering activities in the college.
That's great to hear regarding all your experiences. And now I would like to know a bit more about the internship that is MITAX Global Link Research Internship. Like people are generally not aware of such internships abroad, and like they lose the opportunity due to that. So we'd like to know more about this opportunity, and after that we'll come on to what are the perks and benefits of this opportunity.
Yes, so MITEX Global Link Research Internship is a competitive internship program for students from various countries. There are various countries like India, UK, US, and so on to go to Canada for pursuing research in universities which are there in Canada. So they accept people who are in the undergraduate program and are in their pre-final year of engineering. So that's at that time you have to apply, and it
So if you're watching this video till now, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe the channel.
is a very good program.
Great. So now coming upon to some of the perks and benefits, or how a person will be leveraged with learning experience or something about this particular scholarship. Like what all things you get as a part of being selected in this internship.
Yes, under the MyTex Global Link Research Internship Program, you get to, for as I said, you get a work experience of working in a good universities in Canada. These universities have professors who are very experienced and they have a good infrastructure. So in this internship, students have to actually travel to Canada just because we had COVID-19 situation this year. We did this internship for work from home, but still it was very beneficial for us. You get to meet people from a lot of other different countries as well, and you enhance your skills which you have, like machine learning or data science and so on. So it is a very good opportunity for engineering students to get. And another perk which this internship has is that it has a good stipend for students, and those students who after their internship want to go to Canada for their masters or PhD, they also get a fellowship from MyTex, and they get some funding for that, pursuing their higher education.
That's super amazing to hear regarding all the perks and benefits of this particular internship. We'll talk about the entire process later on, but before that, like any particular dates of application, like when are the applications rolled every year for this particular scholarship, internship, so that people take a note of it and they can search for it in the coming months or whenever it opens.
Yes, so internship applications generally start for MyTex during mid-July to August. So this is a very good time to start preparing for your application, and it will end in September. And it you have to apply this online.
Okay. So I hope like the timings are coming really very soon. Like we're at the end of June, and probably the next month or next to next month the applications are going to start. So what was the complete application procedure from the very beginning round when you applied for the same, and what were further rounds that were conducted by this organization? So would like to know in detail about this, your experience of being into this internship and how it all went.
Yeah. Then the first part of internship is applying online, and when you have to apply online for MyTex Global Link Research Internship, you have to upload a lot of documents. Like you have to be prepared that first of all they have a GPA criteria for students, and the second thing is that your university should come under AICTE affiliated program, and then only you will be able to apply. That are the minimum requirements, and if you follow these minimum requirements, and then you go over their portal and you see that there are a lot of projects available on that. Like they have thousands of projects, and from that project you have to search for the projects. In that projects they give a brief description of projects, what they are expecting from students to know, like it is like a job description, each for different project. And then you have to apply for minimum of 3 projects in minimum of 3 provinces. Like we have states in India, they have provinces in Canada, and maximum you can apply to 7 projects. So yes, that's first part of your application is a projects shortlisting. I suggest that people spend a good amount of time searching projects which are relevant to what projects they have made or what experience they have in college, and according to that they apply to the specific projects. And the projects are even interdisciplinary. So that's very good. And after you have decided your project, then you have to start with your final application part. For application you have to give first of all basic details of yourself, like name, email ID and so on. And then you have to also upload your CV should be like research oriented CV. They even give you a sample format on their website. You can follow that, or you can even upload your own CV. I uploaded my CV in the format which they had given on their website. And after uploading CV, you have to upload other documents also. You have to upload your transcripts from your university. You have to get that from your university beforehand. You have to upload letter of recommendations from your professors of university, or from professors under whom you had done previous research internships. And then you have to also write three essays for this program. One essay is based on your skills, and the other two essays are related to your interest in research and your research experience. So I suggest that students take a good amount of time to write essays in very concise and precise manner, because there is a character limit given. You cannot write a lot of things in that, so you should be able to summarize and make them realize that okay, you are a good fit for this internship program. And additionally, they also have which languages you know. So English, we all know that is minimum required, but if people even know French, then even knowing French is useful. You don't need to have any IELTS or TOEFL exam given, but if it is given, then you can tell them, okay, I have given this exam and I have this score on this. So this is the first round, and the most, I think, very crucial one. After this round, the MyTex team would take your applications, and they would take around 2 to 3 months at least minimum. And if they find that you are suitable for the project that you have applied, they will pass on your application to the professors who are conducting the project. Then after that, the professors, it is upon them to decide whether they want to take interview of you or not. Like many students, even without giving interview, directly got a selection email since professors had finalized them. And that's how that professors will take these interviews are mostly like, they have some technical aspects, but they are mostly like non-technical. Professors no want to know about your behavior, they want to know about you and your past experiences. So students should demonstrate confidence in what they do, and that's how it goes. And then again, professors give their feedback to MyTex team about each student's performance, and in the end, MyTex would decide whether they want to take the student or not, and you will get an email. For me, this application period took around more than 5 to 6 months, considering this all rounds.
So I believe there should be a lot of patience that is necessary while filling the application and waiting for the next round, and so everybody who is applying for it should be patient enough to handle everything very properly. And I would like to know, like, is it only open to students from pre-final year, or students from second year can also apply, or like is there any bar on the year of passing out?
Yes, there is a bar. Like when you complete your second year, when you are starting your third year, at that time only you can apply for 4 year degree programs. Several programs, BSc programs, they are 3 year degrees. So for them also, the pre-final year students can only apply. Like the students who have completed their first year and now are in their second year.
Okay, great. And like one thing that is in any application process is the resume. So, was resume a part of the application at any point of time, or like when you had your interview? So, was resume a part of that, or how you can create your resume for such research internships?
Yes, so they had a one template on their website when you apply. So I downloaded that template because I wanted to know like what the Canadian people who look for. Like their resume template is quite a bit different from ours. You have to also give your volunteering experience. Mainly, you have to focus on your research experience and projects. So I used that one, but you can even use others, whatever, whichever you have.
Okay, great. So that was amazing conversation. I hope the people who will be applying for this internship this year would definitely get help from this particular podcast. At the end, I would like to have one final piece of advice from your end to anybody who is thinking of applying to this internship this year.
I would advise to anyone who is applying for internship this year is to start preparing early. Start applying really early, because this might get you a good chance of your resume shortlisting, and even you can improve your mistakes. Second thing is that I would, if you have any queries or any doubts which are not solved on internet, which you cannot find answers on Google, you can go to your LinkedIn account or your seniors in your college and ask them what. And those students who have done this internship, you should ask them what was part of their application. You can take a CV review from them and so on. So network with people, it is very important.
Great. I hope I'll give Karen's LinkedIn account access in the description as well, so that you can connect with Karen also if you have any particular doubts regarding this internship, and Karen will be more than happy to help. Thank you so much, Karen, once again for coming here and sharing your experience. It was amazing talking to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, and I hope that a lot of students get to apply this year and get selected.
I hope this interview experience gave you some cool insights into what this internship is all about, and you will also start preparing for applying to this internship this year. And you will check out the website. I'll give the link in the description below. You can just go and check out the website right now. Apart from that, if you have any feedback for me, do let me know in the comment section, and consider subscribing this channel, share it with your friends, and do like this video for more and more amazing content ahead. Thank you, all the best, good luck, bye bye.